The movie begins with Ishimori walking and thinking about which high school to enroll in once she finishes middle school. Suddenly, she encounters two classmates who always tease her. One of them pushes her, and then both laugh at her, mocking her for considering an unpopular school. They tell her she would fit in perfectly there. As she walks away, a boy named Kai appears, having seen the entire scene. He tries to cheer her up and, picking up one of the brochures, recommends that she enroll in the same high school he is going to. This gives Ishimori hope for a better school life, so she decides to enroll in that school. The school year starts, and we see that Kai is very popular, so much so that some of his classmates are jealous and tease him about his new hair color. However, Kai is not intimidated and throws lemonade at them, but unfortunately, it also splashes on Ishimori, who has just arrived at school. Kai is surprised to see her and apologizes. Ishimori, determined to make friends, sets a goal to greet her classmates. She eagerly goes to school, but upon entering the classroom, she finds it empty. Slightly disappointed, she continues practicing her greeting when someone responds. Turning around, she sees Kai greeting her as he enters the classroom. Soon, more students arrive, greeting each other, and Kai signals Ishimori to greet them too. She does, achieving her first goal, which makes her happy. However, her happiness is short-lived because the next day she encounters the classmates who used to bully her in her old school. They mock her, calling her a stone, because she always stays silent and doesn't defend herself when teased. Days pass, and the girls throw Ishimori's shoes in the trash. When she goes to retrieve them, Kai sees this and advises her to stand up for herself or seek help. Ishimori believes it's best to stay silent and not involve anyone, to the point where she considers herself a stone. The next day, one of the girls orders Ishimori to buy her a hamburger. When Ishimori doesn't respond, the girl gets irritated and pushes her. This catches everyone's attention, including Kai's, who approaches Ishimori. Unable to hold back her tears, she asks Kai for help. He comforts her and warns the bullies not to bother her again or they will have to deal with him. The bullies leave, and Kai tells Ishimori to call him whenever she needs help. Things start to improve for Ishimori, and she begins to make friends and join them for lunch. They ask why she chose this school, and Ishimori explains that she was bullied and had no friends at her old school, but someone made her realize she could have a better school life here, so she enrolled. Kai, who is lying on his desk, overhears this. Later, the teacher rearranges the seating, and Ishimori ends up sitting next to Kai. The next day, while riding her bike, she runs into Kai, who invites her to study with his group of friends. They meet at a restaurant, and soon a group of girls arrive, greeting them. One of the girls, Serena, turns out to be Kai's ex-girlfriend. Kai's friends tease Ishimori, saying she doesn't belong in the group. This upsets Serena, who tells them to stop, but when they continue, she throws water at them, making them leave angrily. Ishimori thanks Serena for defending her, but Serena apologizes for what her friends said and leaves. The next day, Serena's friends corner her and demand an apology for her actions. Serena refuses, and they get angry. One of them is about to hit her when Ishimori steps in to defend her. Seconds later, Kai arrives and defends them both, causing the girls to leave. Kai tells Serena to call him if she needs help, and Ishimori realizes how close Serena and Kai still are. On their way out, Ishimori learns that Serena was also bullied in school and that Kai was the only one who helped her, which made them close and led to their relationship. However, Serena ended it because she became too dependent on him. Ishimori asks Serena if she still likes Kai, to which she responds no, but Ishimori isn't convinced. Serena then asks Ishimori if she likes Kai, and she says she respects and admires him but nothing more. As days pass, Ishimori starts avoiding Kai. Summer vacation arrives, and Kai visits Ishimori, inviting her to a festival. At night, they meet at the festival, and Kai tells her he went to her house to invite her but didn't find her. He asks why she avoids him, but she only asks why he chose to look for her. Seeing her low self-esteem, Kai asks if she still considers herself a stone. When Ishimori nods, Kai looks into her eyes and tells her that if she wants, she can be a stone, but she shouldn't forget that she is actually a gem. This touches Ishimori's heart, and she thanks him for his words. Later, Ishimori confesses to Serena that she likes Kai. Serena is happy for her and wishes her the best. The next day, everyone goes to the beach and has a good time. That night, we see Kai working part-time at a bar because he lives alone and has to support himself. Due to his late working hours, He comes home very tired every day. This physical exhaustion causes Kai to fall ill and miss school, so after school, Ishimori goes to his house. When she arrives, she finds him with a high fever and barely able to open the door before collapsing. She takes care of him and cooks for him. When he wakes up, Kai thanks her for coming and eats the meal she prepared. When it gets late, Ishimori asks when his parents will return home, and Kai reveals that they are abroad. The next day after school, Ishimori sees Kai surrounded by girls, which makes her feel insecure. Kai's friends notice this and tell him. Kai writes a note in Ishimori's notebook and gives it to her. When she reads it, she finds the note saying, "I need you." Remembering all the moments they shared, she goes to meet him and tells him she likes him and wants to be his girlfriend. Kai tells her he likes her too and kisses her. The next day, Kai waits for Ishimori at the school entrance, and they walk in holding hands. This causes a stir among the girls, so Kai tells everyone that Ishimori is his girlfriend. During lunch, Ishimori takes out a small notebook filled with questions for Kai to get to know him better. Kai agrees to answer one question each day. They spend a lot of time together, eating, having fun, studying, and walking while Kai answers Ishimori's questions. However, one day, Kai sees that the next question is about his family, and his expression changes completely. He becomes nervous and starts distancing himself from Ishimori and his friends. This worries everyone, especially Ishimori, who talks to Tomoya to find out why Kai is acting this way. Tomoya tells her about Kai's job as a bartender, so she goes to look for him. When Kai sees her at the bar, he quickly takes her outside. She asks why he hides his job if it's not a bad thing, but Kai doesn't want to explain and asks her to go home. Days pass, and Kai and Ishimori grow more distant. Christmas arrives, and everyone is celebrating except Kai, who is at work. While looking at his phone, Kai sees all the photos he has with Ishimori and remembers all the moments they shared. He realizes how much Ishimori means to him and wants to be with her, so he rushes out of work to go to the party. When he arrives, the party is over, and Ishimori is not there. He apologizes to his friends for his distant behavior and asks where Ishimori is. They understand and tell him that she mentioned going to a special place. One of his friends lends him a bike, and Kai heads to the bridge where he first saw Ishimori. There, he finds her and shows her that he answered the question about his family in her notebook. He writes that his mother died when he was 3, and his father abandoned him when he was in middle school, so he started working to support himself. He confesses that he didn't tell her earlier because he was afraid she would leave him if she knew the truth. However, Ishimori tells him that she loves him and will always be by his side. Kai confesses that he loves her too, and they seal their love with a kiss.